What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream here on the channel. I am like a good hour later starting tonight than I had hoped. So that is definitely going to cut into my time a little bit. I want to make use of what I got to get started on Shadow of the Colossus. After playing through both Eco on PS2 and the PS3 HD version recently, really eager to continue with the trilogy of Team Eco games. And this is the next one up. Also haven't played it in ages, but certainly played this one a bunch in the past and remember it as one of my all-time favorites. So I want to see how it stands up still today and get going. I'm probably going to have a little bit of fooling around in configuration I'll need to do here. Like I say, just a little bit rushed getting started today. So we'll see how that goes. I don't remember a lot of options in this game, but there'll be some remembering of the controls, and I think some tweaking of at least the camera control, because I remember stuff being inverted. Inverted here with the camera controls. So let's play around a little bit, and maybe at least get through one or two of the first fights. I guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll have to test this in-game maybe, but I think both widescreen and progressive should work here. See if this looks a little better. I remember the widescreen mode in this game being a little bit janky. I think some of the static UI assets don't adjust quite right to the widescreen, but the dynamic like 3D gameplay does. So let's give it a try, and then I'll have to jump in to remember what to tweak for the camera control and probably speed, or at least the aim control. Yeah. The controls for this one are probably they're a little bit more complex than Eco for sure. And a little bit dated, so I bet that's going to take some getting used to. This is the original PS2 version, obviously. There are two other versions of this one compared to the one remaster, I guess, for Eco. I'll see what I want to check out of those. Maybe the PS4 version of this I might be curious about. I'll have to get my hands on that. Never played it. I think that's widely considered, well, certainly the most modern. And a very good way to revisit the game, but also different in some ways. So starting here, and then I'll have to see how far I can go. This game is a little bit longer, if I remember.
Aurel ye quarrel. We could do it, we cook. You solo iron you little cock. I use you called the lawyer. Olik, Olazulam, cause. It's very cool at Zoko. I'm not screwed. Lavomism was you at the last also. Few hours is view. Equal Kizado you Lola. Is this was I? How miss quick. You are a quicker.
Ostu Halwa Wuku Aikwa. Ujus Yazu Tsudoko. Was Nortekyo Utiura.
I will. Aviuri, you is. Sorry, you.
Izukyumku. Idus Orodo you Iweriko. It's not ours, Amuso. Alu Diklik, if the least do is.
Osondo is all you know. Evaka owns is all our you echoes you. Edwin no cool.
Nora. Oil. I'll bet.
I was duty call. No single kiss, no quarrels. On those around. I will conclude. Ale was not you were and you were
You do. You bet, Sanada.
I heard was no suit. Oh, you and me, I answer. Was you and beer, or we can do it.
Là, you do new.
Beautiful little opening there. Obviously some visual and thematic similarities to Eco. Actually didn't remember the shadows appearing so early.
You, I will do anything.
So I think I'll kick off here by just taking a few minutes to sort of get used to the controls again. Make any adjustments. Triangle as a jump button is actually familiar from Eco, so while that's a little unusual, hopefully I'm used to it. Alright, so the bow control feels normal, I think. I don't know if it considers it inverted or normal in the game, but I think it feels natural to me. The camera control is maybe reversed. Yeah, I think that feels better already. See if I can remember some of the tricks here. Yeah, there we go.
Abro. Yeah.
Right. Feeling kind of familiar, comfortable. So I certainly remember the first Colossi to track down. So let's head that direction. It's a pretty simple one. Pretty much start with all the equipment and everything that you're going to get in the game. But I think there are some hidden elements to find that can increase your health and stamina, which are pretty useful. I don't remember. I think one of the items are the lizards. I don't remember where you find those. They're just sort of around the rocks and buildings that you come across. And then maybe these trees here have fruit. I forget which is which. Fruit might be for the health. Do a little climbing practice here, maybe. That's going to be important. I'm able to. Oh, maybe this mossy side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, holding the jump button down to leap. See if we can find any fruit around here. Maybe a little too close to the start. Oh no, there's one right there. This does remind me, not unlike Eco, in some ways, the camera here is more free, but it does fight against you. It always wants to correct itself to like the default position. That frustrates me in a lot of games, actually, but is, I don't think, modifiable in this one, and was always a little bit of a pet peeve in an otherwise nearly perfect game, but still a fairly minor thing. Let me see what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go. L2 for the centering camera. Yeah, so that was health, I guess. Some very tiny amount that adds up, or can. So yeah, let's see how this goes. It actually feels pretty intuitive. I don't know if that's muscle memory coming back after a very, very long time, or yeah, playing Eco recently in some respects may have sort of trained me to be used to this again. Sure, there'll be some struggles, but let's see. Almost an easier and more effective way to turn the horse while riding by holding up the light. Allows you kind of more precise or responsive control. I always really like the horse riding mechanics in this game. Still seems like one of the best. Yeah, also similar to Eco, you can't really, or don't really want to fight against the camera. Especially at times when it's trying to take a little more active role in showing you where to go. It's very awkward to try to sort of look somewhere else sometimes when the camera will just sort of correct itself or force you in a direction. Maybe one of the more dated elements in a way. Can be advantageous as well. Yeah, here for example, if I might want to look out at the vista, I kind of have to rotate the camera and also hold it in place, otherwise it just snaps right back to where it kind of wants to show me the way forward. There is kind of a not a first person, but close over the shoulder third person way to look around, but again, the camera rotation kind of fights you. Definitely a very memorable moment back in the early to mid 2000s. Just really pretty and striking. Yeah, so the thing that I always love to do with environments is get a sense of my surroundings. And It's definitely one of the things that can be frustrating with the camera always sort of trying to control itself and fight against you. I'm seeing what I need to see, really, I suppose, but if I want to get a little bit of a stronger sense of place and everything around me, it can be hard to do. Still beautiful design. Seems really frisky for sure. Noticing that small stamina bar. It's kind of a funny tendency I have, but I remember always wanting to draw this game out, never wanting to finish it, taking as much time almost as I could with each of the fights. I don't know, just wanting to experience more or not to have it end. Definitely fell into that pattern a little bit there. It's awesome. This is so wonderful to be playing again. I can't believe it's been so long. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to make time to replay games you've played before when it's already tough to keep up with the new stuff, even the few interesting things that you're most excited about. But yeah, wonderful to come back to some of your favorite games semi-regularly and just experience that again. It's not like playing it for the first time, of course. There's always something you remember. But yeah, it's awesome. Give me just a moment here. Yeah, so that was actually a quicker start than I kind of expected. Certainly that first fight is the most straightforward and is obviously very close and accessible to where you start. But I kind of expected to have to remember the controls a little bit better and get used to things. But it seems to be coming back fairly naturally. So let's move on. You get a bit of a clue for the next fight after each one. So I think we're headed south here maybe, but we will follow the sword and see maybe if we can find some more items to collect along the way or just explore a little bit. That's cool. I'd actually forgotten that element. There are sort of healing shrines or something scattered throughout the area. Let's go try this out quickly. I do remember, of course, that you can climb this giant tower. I think there is sort of a secret garden, something somewhere along the way, if not at the top. We might need to, or almost surely need to collect some additional stamina before we can do that. Okay, cool. Yep. Was wondering how the save mechanic worked, aside from being prompted after each defeated boss. That is good to know. I was actually thinking that if you're running around the world sort of collecting health and stamina, that it might actually be really easy to lose progress on if you have to go do another boss and succeed to be able to lock in that progress. So being able to save additionally will be very useful. Nope, I am completely wrong. It's like we are headed north, or at least... Yeah, I'll just call top of the screen north. There's no compass. I was thinking we would be headed down to the bottom here. That must come later, I guess. I think part of the reason I always tried to draw this game out too, aside from just enjoying it, of course, was that it did seem like it would go by very quickly if you really just went from boss to boss. But at the end of the day, that is the game. Honestly, it's a little bit ironic maybe, but coming back to this, sort of an early, I guess, or I don't know how early, maybe not that early, but sort of an early open world game that was so empty, and I think it received some criticism for that in a way. I mean, it's hardly empty. There's a lot of interesting things to look at, but not a lot of, things to interact with necessarily, or certainly collect. But after such a glut of open world games, how common that's become, and how some of them become such a sort of chore, collectathons and everything, it's ironic to come back to a game from a long time ago that is kind of refreshing in its minimalism and focus and lack of those things. And such a chill game, in a way. Obviously, the fights are pretty intense, but otherwise, you can just mosey around the world here, not really controlling anything or pressing anything. Kind of pick a direction and enjoy the ride. Looks like we might have one of those shrines up here on the right. Go check that out. An amazing bridge. Very cohesive world. It's the same bridge we kind of rode in on from the starting cinematic. Can stop myself there. Looks like one of those black lizards. Right on the shrine, which does remind me those might be found there specifically. Not sure if those lizards actually disappear if you kind of spook them too much. Certainly still getting used to the finer control. Again. Needed my sword out. Camera also definitely has a tendency to run into things. Yeah, this button that kind of automatically swings the camera around and kind of scans the area. Neat idea, but not that useful in the way it's implemented. A little too active. Like a shrine over there in the distance. And kind of feel how things are optimized for the larger enemies and the larger fights that are really the focus of the game. Moving around like a more intricate structure is a little bit trickier to see where you're going. And there's no movement while aiming, which does make the bow a little bit harder. Lizard is still around. Gonna believe that for sure. All right, let's move on for now. Looks like I made a little bit of a mess of this one. I think we'll have plenty of other chances. Looks like maybe we have a path behind us here that goes downward. Or some tiered cliffs on this side that might be climbable. So let's head. Just really wonderful animation again. I'm such a sucker for that. Aggro in particular. All right. First fight where we're able to utilize aggro. This one does ring a bell. Maybe not very quick, but very large. That one definitely took me a minute. Pretty straightforward in the end. Excellent, okay. Not bad. Let's continue on. Let's start healing here. Well, looks like I actually have to save to heal. Guess we can try that. Actually can't tell. It took so little damage or it healed automatically. I almost wonder, the sword is almost too much information. I don't know if you need to do them, the fights in an order. Not something I recall ever trying previously. It is a big world to just stumble across things, but certainly possible. These shrines are actually very Zelda-esque. Thinking of like Breath of the Wild or something. They're pretty easily discernible, at least the few scattered nearby. Maybe I'll head in this general direction and see if I can get one of those lizards. There we go, finally. I remember collecting an awful lot of lizards and an awful lot of fruit. Way back when. Yeah, I have no idea how much actually maximizes your meters. Presumably there is a max of some kind.
Abro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure what this means. Am I actually close, or is my line of sight, like, blocked? Oh, there's another lizard right there. Is there? Let's see. Check my controls here. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything, maybe. Camera reset. Yeah, not really. So I think I'm spooking a lot of the lizards. Just because Aggro, he has kind of a mind of his own in a way. Like, he doesn't respond immediately, right? Which actually feels pretty good, but can definitely make it difficult to sneak up on things. So maybe I'll just take a leap. I really like on the map here too how it shows you like the course that you've kind of taken to get where you are. Position of the Colossus are marked on the map, as is that one shrine, but not the other shrine. So I wonder if that... I don't think I healed that the first one I came across up here. In the upper right. So I'm not sure if that is actually tracking the fact that I killed the lizard there, or that I saved there. But that one is on the map and the other one is not. So yeah, I'd kind of forgotten that you could maybe map out the points of interest across the area. this lizard looks pretty gone, but I will have to remember. Oh, there are a couple more. I'll have to remember that these can just be out in the world as well. I think I should probably, like I just told myself, dismount. Try to better sneak up on these guys. These guys do not have the tails though, do they? I wonder if they do not drop. They do not drop the items. Yeah. Okay, so I collected that, but yeah, I do not think it had an effect. You need the ones with the white tails that maybe are only available at the shrines.
Agro.
Oh, there he is. Sneaky. So let's see if this shrine is now marked on this map, or if I need to actually save, which I'll want to do anyway. Yeah, it doesn't look marked yet. That other icon is pretty large. Yeah, there you go. So it looks like it's tied to the saving. Or maybe even just the accessing of the shrine, I'm not sure. I didn't try that. Tempted to climb up there. Not really necessary. I think we can even see another shrine there that we could visit next already. It's quite the jump. I'd forgotten you can do that. It would be wonderful. I'm already interested to maybe try the PS4, I think, version of this. Playable on PS5, but it's PS4 game. Being the most recent version of this, just to see if like the camera control is a little improved. The PS3 HD version of Eco definitely had that a little bit. The camera was less sensitive, a little more intuitive and easier to use to see kind of what you wanted to see around yourself. That would be pretty welcome here. It's certainly fine, but while you're riding or running, it is harder to get a sense of your surroundings, which is nice to do in such a beautiful environment. Well, that didn't go anywhere near my crosshair. Actually can't decide. I think the vertical aiming might actually still feel reversed for me after all. Oops, let's try this. Yeah, that might feel a little better. And nitpicking too, I would love to be able to aim directly at where the camera is looking as opposed to the character, because aim always returns to level here. Even if I'm looking up and trying to snipe something. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so just accessing the shrine did mark it on my map here. And it's only tracking my course from the previous shrine to my current location. Minutia doesn't really matter too much. Let's see if we can get one more hunt in here. Although to do that, I am going to have to just go ahead and probably identify the location. Maybe head for that shrine there in the upper left. On the way, search around a little bit. And this maybe looks familiar as one of the arenas here. I'm not sure if this is the active boss, though. See if we can trigger anything. Maybe just a passageway? Maybe something. Yeah, I think I even remember which Colossus this is. I don't know if it is number 3. Maybe. The clue matches, I think, roughly. It just looks maybe like another access path. Really taking me deeper out the other side. Yeah, really hard to look around like while you're moving quickly. I'm gonna hit the shrine and then head back. A little better.
Abro.
Definitely looks like something. But maybe quiet for the moment. Too hard. Too hard. All right. Enough messing around. Let's see if we can go and activate this next fight. Where did I come from? Did I come through there? I'd forgotten this trick. Got kind of a quick stop and a quick start. Very nice. That'll be handy. It's so funny, his swimming stroke is kind of as awkward looking as Eco's was in the first game. Doesn't seem to be any kind of quick swim. I'd forgotten you can kind of go underwater a little bit there. Not sure of the purpose of that. I guess it makes sense there is no sprints otherwise. You do move a little faster on the ground, obviously, than in the water. Yeah, so this would seem to be the next spot. So I still haven't found a fight out of order. Or maybe I did at that other location, and it obviously was quiet. It didn't activate, so yeah, you may need to do them in order. All right, here we go. I guess I got to run myself around to wherever the ramp is. There we go. This guy, I remember the trick for, I think, or at least one of the tricks. So hopefully I can pull this off. That is a little bit tighter timing than I remember. trying to remember if there's a way to knock his gauntlet off or something so that you can climb through. Okay, he's got that big like ring on his arm. Trying to remember something like that. Ah, maybe here? Yeah, I noticed that I've like auto-healed like half my life here already, which is really nice. I was wondering if he would swing his sword and hit that rock in the ground, but it looks like maybe not. If he's kind of just circling that middle area, he might not swing at that. The hints are actually kind of aggressive. I think there's maybe only the one per fight. But yeah, I'm probably going to be getting spoiled by those pretty much every time. Oh, nice. Yeah, without breaking the armor, I'm not sure there's much I'm doing here. Okay, he's moved a little farther away here, so let's try this. If it's not this, I don't think I remember this part of the trick. I just remember climbing up the sword. There we go. Man, I'm just flying all over. Whoa. Let's try to take a breather here, I guess. I think I should be able to. Oh, I see. We've lost the point here, so there's another one. I did take a look at the start of the fight. I think maybe it was around the midsection or back. Maybe we can do maybe the other arm as well. Nothing here? Maybe around the front? There we go. Yeah, it's sometimes really hard to anticipate like when you're actually going to lose grip. It doesn't seem like he's shaking a whole lot, at least when he was walking before. There we go. Ah. Be safe. Tricky, man. So remember part of the trick for that one. The rest kind of had to come back to me. Not bad though. Cool. All right, well, that's a really great start. I'd love to continue here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna run out of time for tonight. remember exactly where the graves are, but that does ring a bell. Given a direction, I think that should be pretty easy to find. Looks like we're still headed... No? Kind of east, I guess. I don't think there's a lot of space off that way that's accessible, so that one might not be too far. At any rate, yeah, that should be easy to come back to next time. So yeah, great start. 3 down. So happy to say there are many more to go. And I'll be back again really soon, hopefully, to continue progress here. I've been working on a little bit of a video for Eco. That's probably still going to take a little while, but given most of the writing I wanted to do is done, should make some space to, yeah, continue this while working on that. So looking forward to it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think out there with some comments or anything like that on the videos if you are so inclined. And until next time, take care.